What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another episode review of the Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 3, Lyin and Spyin. All right. So hopefully this video won't be too long because the episode really wasn't much, but it was just enough. Let me just say, like, everybody got some issues, and I feel like some of the problems that's going on, especially like with So, Gucci, and Latrice, it literally could be solved with a simple open conversation. And when I say open conversation, that means that both of y'all are actually ready to receive what each other is trying to say and to actually understand and see that point of view and come to a conclusion that, yeah, we both kind of was in the wrong or whatever for the way that we reacted, for the way that we handled things. And I can see why you mad. I can see why you feel the way that you feel. Can you see it from my perspective and all of that? Because the episode picks up where it left off last week when they were at Star's baby shower, right? And, so Gucci was surprised to see Latrice there because, she just really wasn't expecting it. Latrice had already told us that most of the girls on the cast is already friends with Selena. They've been friends with Selena for a while, and Latrice is one of those. So that's why she was there at the baby shower. She wanted to take her outside and have a conversation with her about this whole building situation. And at this point in time, as I already said, I see where So Gucci is coming from, because on a business front, you and Latrice, as somebody, whether you're friends or not, you should have been, and especially that y'all friends or trying to become friends and get to know each other, and she's helped you out in the past, you should have been, big enough, and you should have respected her enough to just let her know that, hey, I know you was looking for some things or whatever, but I feel like I need to go into another direction. I'm going to go kick it with, explore my options with other realtors just in case. Okay. And then, she probably would have received it a little bit better than how she is now, because you just didn't say anything and you just went on ahead and got this building with another realtor when she was in the process of trying to help you out. Meanwhile, it's also a business thing, okay? Business is business is business. So Gucci cannot be mad at the fact that she went to another realtor. And even So Gucci said that you are not obligated to stay with me as a client or whatever. If you find something better, you have to go ahead and do it, And see, this is why you can't mix friendships with business or personal with business, because if things don't go the way that y'all expect it to go, people's feelings are going to get crossed and hurt. And that is what's going on with So Gucci. And I feel like with So Gucci, first of all, I feel as though Latrice ain't really trying to hear where So Gucci is coming from. And I feel like So Gucci is finding a reason to hold on so hard to this whole issue and to be mad, okay? And I am like, so you really about to be pissed off this long time? Because she even told Latrice, I mean, I accept your apology or whatever, but I'm still going to be pissed off or whatever. I'll be cool with you once I finish getting mad at you, okay? Ain't no telling how long I'm going to sit up in this madness. Why are we sitting up in this madness? It just don't make sense. I understand your feelings will hurt because your friend went on ahead and did something what you felt like was behind your back, but at the end of the day, she did it. Why are you spending all this time being pissed off about it? And plus, she's also letting Marie get into her head, because Marie is interjecting her personal feelings about Latrice and putting it on So Gucci, so Gucci can feel the same way. Latrice, you did go about it wrong, okay? You should understand where she's coming from. And So Gucci, you just didn't get the sale. I mean, you win some, you lose some. I think you're just dragging this out at this point. And at this point, I just feel like you're looking for a reason, no shade. You're looking for a reason to be mad at Latrice, okay? And, that's why you're getting the attitude that you're getting from Latrice. Like, I really don't care. Because after a while, I'll be like, okay, it happened, my bad. And then if you still pissed off, I'm going to be like, okay, so what the fuck you want me to do? I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? You want to be mad, that's on you. I'm finna go live life. You don't want to talk to me no more? That's on you. It's not going to stop me, okay? Meanwhile, moving on from that, Josh. Now, Josh, I try to give you some leeway because, we understand the predicament, okay? Josh is trying to be a good friend, but, He feels as though he needs to take up for Latrice. He feels as though he has to tell Latrice what's going on and what he actually sees to get it through her mind, okay? And sometimes, you know, that's what friends want to do. They see things that we don't see because, or either we're trying to turn a blind eye to, you know what I'm saying? So they try to throw it right up in our face so that we can know, listen, you can't keep turning a blind eye to this. If I see it, everybody else probably sees it, and we know that you see it and hear it and feel it, okay? Because the issue that's going on with their relationship is their friendship is getting disrupted because the issues that's going on with their marriage, Latrice and Cliff's marriage. But see, Josh, let me tell you this, and I will continue to say this. You're saying a lot of things that we're saying, and we've been saying since day one about Cliff and Latrice's relationship. Okay, we understand, but it is 100% disrespectful as hell to come into somebody else's home and to go in on their spouse, to talk about all of that and just be plain disrespectful, whatever, regardless of how you feel. Unless you saw that man beating her ass, then I will give you a pass with that. But when we first saw you this season, you was just talking mad crap about Cliff in his home, a home that he didn't have to let you stay in, because technically speaking, it's probably Latrice's home, but he the one that's letting people stay in. And if he wanted you to get out, Latrice probably would have told you to get out. That's just what it is, okay? And I feel like that was wrong of you. Like, you do that when you outside the home and y'all at the crib, but you literally inside their home right there in front of him talking mad crap when he holds the power, unfortunately, to kick your ass out, because they doing you a favor by letting you stay there because you ain't got no clean water. All right? Understandably that I hate these issues because I get it. I get it, but it's just a certain way that you have to go about things, you know? And then, Latrice, you were wrong. You were wrong, because we find out Akeisha was and has been a client of Josh, getting her makeup done by him for the past few years, and in that they become close, you know what I'm saying? He winds up telling Akeisha the things that's been going on in the relationship, in her marriage, in Latrice and Cliff's marriage, okay? The things that he's been seeing and everything. And I understand, baby. I understand you want to do something or whatever, and you want her to get out this situation. But the way that you're moving about it, you can't keep doing it like this, because when you push the hand, you're just going to make her push back on you and then kick you out her life. She's going to pick her husband over you regardless. Okay, unless we start seeing some physical stuff, which may or may not be happening, which I don't know, she's gonna pick her husband over you, okay, because that's her marriage. You know what I'm saying? They're obligated to each other. She's not technically obligated in no way to you. Yes, there's this loyalty. Yes, there's this brotherhood, sisterhood that y'all got going on. But for you to once again cross the line by telling her business, her personal marital business, to somebody else, you telling it to Akeisha. Like, why would you do that? And you trying to understand the reason. Is it about to rain? You trying to understand the reason why y'all going through the stuff that you're going through. And this is why you just can't tell your friends all the stuff that's going on in your relationship. Okay? And you I don't know. Like, it just feels weird. I just really wasn't here for that. And I get it. It makes me irked, because I understand, because he's trying to be a good friend, because he's concerned about the wellness, you know, of his friend. He wants her to be safe. He wants her to be happy. He wants her to be all of the good things, and with someone who's actually going to treat her right and let her, you know, have that type of freedom that she needs and treat her like an equal human being. In the preview for next week, she said, are we not equal in the home? And he said no. And I said, wow, that's enough for me. Okay, it's time to go. But for you to sit there and tell somebody else the business, that's not gonna, if that was me, I was Latrice, and I found out that you told somebody else what was going on in the household that was between us, yeah, we wouldn't be friends no more. Or at least I had to stop talking to you for a minute, okay? Because then I wouldn't be able to trust you. I wouldn't be able to trust you to keep what you see to yourself until I'm ready to make some moves or whatever and see it myself that I need to get out the situation or whatever that's going on. Unless somebody is putting their hands on me, you keep your motherfucking mouth closed, okay? That's what I feel like. You know, some people may feel different, but I just really wasn't here for that. And you talking about something, you just need to separate. And the stuff that you said, Akeisha basically said you just gonna have to separate y'all friendship from her marriage. That's basically what she said. And that's what you already came to the conclusion of, you know? And I just really wasn't here for that. I really wasn't here for that. Moving on, you got this whole situation with, you know, Latrice. Latrice went up there to see Letitia, you know, to help her with public speaking. And I like that, okay? Because sometimes y'all already know how I feel. I mean, once I get going, I'll be able to do what I got to do. And if it's a subject that I'm so comfortable with, I'm so familiar with, even if I got to look it up, but I'm familiar with, and I'm so, you know, I'll be able to rock it out. Of course, I'm going to be nervous or whatever. I'm going to light up like a red light bulb because that's just what I do. I'm going to be a little shaky. My voice will be a little shaky, but probably after that first 30 seconds, I get into the flow of it, and you know, it'll just come naturally, okay? But when it's something that I really don't know, it's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna be a little nervous. I don't really like public speaking, so she has this event that I guess she's about to be going to, and they want her to speak at, and she wants some help with this public speaking and everything. And so Latrice is giving her pointers, you know? What exactly does Latrice do? Or I should say Letitia do, okay? What does Letitia do? I mean, they was at her office. She had a receptionist who was back there just laughing her ass off at Latrice. The shit was funny. But, yeah, so they talking about that. You know, she has this wig event or whatever, lunch coming up, and she inviting all of the girls. And I think she's inviting Tambra too. You know, she told her about how Cliff is, and, you know, Cliff is doing Cliff, and Glendale. I said Glendale. That's Glenn whole name. Girl, this whole time I didn't know it was Glendale. I literally thought it was just Glenn. Glendale is acting a mess, okay? You know, to the point that Letitia, she is looking for an apartment and everything. And, you know, the whole situation, because Latrice said, what is keeping you there? What is keeping you in this relationship? And she said fear. And I feel like it's fear because either she's afraid of how Glenn is going to react, or she's afraid of being on her own, because Glenn has been the only person. I hope she said this was, they've been together since high school. So technically, I'm going to say the only person that she's been with and all of that. And how, you know, Cliff and Glenn are similar in the fact that they can't take the way women are today, where they're being independent, and, you know, they're not so dependent on their husband. They can go out here and make world, you know, make shit do for themselves, and not have to, you know, rely on their husband for things or whatever. And so, you know, they had that little connection going on because they're both having issues within their marriage. I mean, Josh told Akeisha that they ain't even sleeping in the same room. I said, now, bitch, if you would have just kept it at the, you know, they having little arguments here and there, and I be seeing how he be treating her, whatever. But then you had to go a little bit further and say they ain't even sleeping in the same room. Now, see, bitch, that would be cause for, I'm going to have to put you on pause. I'm going to have to put you on pause indefinitely, because what you're not going to do is you're not going to tell people all of that information, okay? That was a little bit much for me. But then, yeah, she invited the girls to her wig launch party, and she said Tambra could come too, I think. And the whole situation, Letitia, she definitely is not looking here for Tambra, because all the girls in the group think that she's a liar, okay? And it's understandable, you know, and it's all stemming from that text message, group text message situation about how she tried to say that they misunderstood what she was saying, and lying about saying that she didn't want Akeisha to be up in the group text message, okay? And so, you know, and probably some other things, and things that went down at the reunion last season. And also, did y'all hear last week when she said that she invited everybody to her tailgate, but only so Gucci showed up? when everybody else was up in the confessional saying that they didn't get an invitation, and even if they did, they wasn't gonna show up in the first place. I said, now which one is it, Tampa? Did you invite them or did you not invite them? And I'm talking about, baby, don't send a message to one person and expect them to send it to everybody. Because I'm gonna say that wasn't an invite. You personally invite somebody, and if you want to save, you know, space about inviting and doing single messages, baby, put it in the group chat and say, y'all girls are invited to my tailgating situation if you want to come, okay? But yeah, meanwhile, Tambra meets up with you know, Marie, and Marie ain't got no business this season so far. We ain't got nothing about her. She's in everybody's business. She in So Gucci business because it's Latrice involved. Now she's in this business with Tambra, you know, going in her past, looking through all her exes and whatever, trying to figure out if she was engaged before. And at the end of the day, who gives a damn if she was engaged? Look at Tambra. I can believe that Tambra probably was engaged multiple times, okay? Or at least once or twice. And she said, no, baby, I was never engaged. I was proposed to multiple times, but I never accepted them because it was too soon. And I'm like, why are we digging? Why are we digging? Here go Marie talking about some, you know, the ex-boyfriend wanted to clear his name. Girl, we don't care, nigga. And Marie, you just, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. But Tambra, let me just tell you this. Nobody trusts you. And once and for all, I just want you to start just talking in your regular voice. And then I have a little bit more comfortability with you. But baby girl, we don't trust you, okay? If you can't speak the way that you're supposed to speak, that you naturally were born with, and let the people love you for that and gravitate to you for that, baby, I can't, okay? So, you know, she feels some type of way about the girls calling her a liar. And she just, you know, if she don't want to be around the peoples because she being called a liar, understandable. But at the same time, you are lying to a certain extent. And you're contractually obligated to be on this show, so you have to be around the people, okay? So, you know, suck it up and let's just get to it. And then let's just go ahead with her and Damon, all right? Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us, all right? They do a little date night, and he's saying, I would have been bored with it. You know, she's like, we both got so many different schedules, like opposite schedules. Okay, I said, girl, y'all both got different schedules. Okay, that's just all you have to say. You know, it's okay to just speak regularly. Okay, because when she was sitting down there at that confessional with Damon, girl, he was looking like, I said, Damon, I don't know how you do it. I just don't know how you do it. Maybe because y'all ain't really together. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we have to do that because, you know what? I really feel like a lot of us feel like Tambra's storyline is somewhat fake. Like I feel like it's not 100% fake, but there are some fake things about it. And I feel like it's on this path because when the first season came on, you know, she didn't really have that much drama. She didn't have any drama at all. And it could have been a possibility that she could have just not returned back. And I guess she wanted to return back, so let's come up with a man. And then let's come up with this storyline of, are they together? Aren't they together? Did he cheat? Is he talking to somebody else? Whatever. Now it's, oh, she's a liar, pants on fire. I said, child, it's always something with Tambra at this point. And again, Marie ain't got no business because that's why she meddling in hers as of yet, all right? Moving on from that, what else was going on? Girl, it felt like I've been talking for a minute and I felt like I didn't said a lot of the stuff. Oh yeah, Akeisha and Latrice then met up. Latrice got her grandkids. Me and Akeisha said, what? Akeisha said, now hold on. Is Cliff kids around your age or older or younger? Which one? She said, girl, they're around my age. She said, so they don't be calling you mama and then they be like, sis. And she was like, exactly. I said, girl, ain't nobody finna be calling me mama regardless, all right? She said, she ain't no grandmama, she a grandma. I said, damn. They get into this whole conversation about wanting to have kids or not. And at the end of the day, I really do feel like because we have yet, or I don't remember the clarification as to, did they talk about having kids before they got together? And when I mean together, married. because I just don't understand getting into a relationship with somebody, getting so far as being married to that person, and y'all having this many years into the relationship issues about trying to change your mind on having kids or not, okay? And Latrice looks like the type of person, and it's no issue with that never wanted kids. She has a lot of underlying trauma that she needs to get over. She needs to go to therapy for, and she needs to figure out. And Cliff is so old school. He wants kids regardless of how old he is. And that's what he feels like it is when you get married. You get married to get a wife, to be a homemaker, and to make kids. That's just it. That's just it. And truth be told, I really do think that he looks at her like a breeding machine, and he kind of resents her because she's not breeding, you know. And as old and messed up as that sound, that's literally how I feel like Cliff is thinking, especially after hearing that you know, preview for next week when he said that she don't deserve, or she ain't got no rights within the relationship in the household. That really made me mad. So you got that, and I'm like, Latrice, it is okay if you do not want kids. And even Akeisha has said, is it that you don't want kids with Cliff, or you just don't want kids? She don't want kids. She don't want kids, whether it was with Cliff or not. She do not want kids, and it is okay. And at this point in time, you got so many opportunities at this point, Latrice, just to get out. Just to get out. If you need or looking for a way to get out, this man is putting his true colors out there on camera. On camera, okay? And if you need a nudge, you have so many. But I'm not finna be sitting here, you know, trying to pacify somebody and putting out kids when I don't want none. I don't want kids, okay? And that's just what it is. You can come in with your kids, but, you know, I personally do not want kids, so don't ask me. You know what I'm saying? There's that. Meanwhile, you know, she started bringing up stuff that Josh was saying and asking how was the relationship going and all that stuff. And now Latrice got to have a conversation with Josh because Akeisha knows stuff that she ain't supposed to know, that only Josh and her know. And I said, see, messing up the stuff already. But anyway, you got that going on. And then we get to the whole situation of, oh, my throat just got real itchy for a second. Letitia and So Gucci meets up at the apartment, the little place or whatever that Letitia was looking for. And, you know, they was about to sign a lease. And so she's doing this all behind Glenn's back, you know what I'm saying? And so because of that, and she don't want him to find out that she has a second place that she's going to be staying at, because now she's staying with her mother since they're separated and going through what they're going through. So she wants her own place. And so she called Marie over so that Marie can sign the lease for her, you know? And I said, that's a good friend. Oh, excuse me. And Letitia looked like she'll do what she needs to do and not mess up her credit and all that stuff with the lease and all that. So that was real cool of her. And they sit down there, they talking about the whole situation and what they need to do, woo, woo, woo. And all of a sudden, bitch, as they sitting down there talking about the stuff, girl, Glenn comes. Okay, Glenn comes, popped up into the window and opens up the door. My whole thing is, why is the door unlocked? That's one. Granted, I understand that y'all was just up in there because y'all just signing papers or whatever. Truth be told, you could have just went on ahead and signed it at the office. But that's neither here nor there. And Marie, you so damn dramatic. Woo! I said, girl, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. Okay, and Glenn, you... Marie said, Glenn, what the hell you doing here? Why you stalking her? I'm not stalking her. That's my woman. That's my wife. You wouldn't know about that, okay? You did this, my wife, all right? You got Essie already and that married man. I said... You got Essie and that married man. I said, oh my God, not Essie, bitch. We ain't seen Essie this whole season. She said, you already got exes and stuff. You need to leave mine alone, all right? You need to leave mine alone. Mind you, he said the reason why he found out where she was because he tracked her. And I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, them two going back and forth And I just, Glenn, this ain't a good look. This is not a good look. Because I just don't understand why men or people in general in relationships, when your partner says, give me time, give me space so I can figure things out after y'all get into it, especially when it's your fault that y'all into it, you guys try to rush for them to come to your side again and to say that everything is okay and we're gonna be together or whatever, and you try to speed that shit up when they said give me time. That means you're working on their time schedule, not yours. You can't commit the offense and be upset at how long your spouse or your partner takes to get over it and decide whether or not they want to give you another chance or not, okay? You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's like when I was looking at Run the World, season 2, episode 1, when old girl came back and was talking to Ola, and Ola said, why did you cheat? She said, I don't know. And he was like, that's not good enough for me. And he still continued to break up with her, you know, said that they was done. And she was like, wait a minute. I said I was sorry. That should be good enough. No. I was just like, ew. Like, come on, girl. She worked that shit like a nigga would. I said, now you don't understand the fact that you thought that he was just going to cave in and be like, all right, you said you sorry, let's go. You know what I'm saying? No, you probably would have did that. But everybody ain't the same. And Glenn, you just fucked it up. And y'all just don't understand. Y'all keep on trying to force stuff to happen that ain't going to do nothing but push a bitch back. She talking about somebody just needs some peace and time. I gave you peace and I gave you time. Baby, then continue giving her peace and continue giving her time until she says she's ready. What about that you don't understand? Okay, Letitia, that's what you get for fucking a nigga after the reunion. And from what I hear, somebody told me already that you was up there posting shit that y'all still together. Girl, get the hell up out of here. Marie just like, get him out or whatever. And so Gucci said, I mean, she can't kick him out, but you can kick him out or whatever because this is your place technically. And she told him to go. She told him to go, get out and all that stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, this is a mess. And they all scared for Letitia because of the way that he keep popping up and everything. Again, I mean, reasonably and understandably so. But at the same time, I ain't trying to blame Letitia, but Letitia, you don't want to leave that man. You don't want to leave that man, and I feel like the reason why he keep doing this because he know that you ain't gonna leave. And you ain't putting your foot down and say that you're gonna leave. Y'all not leaving each other. You know, y'all playing games with each other at this point. But that was the Belle Collective. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. Glenn, you need help. All these motherfuckers on this goddamn show need some help, okay? But y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.